Hi, I'm back. I'm Yi, the managing partner of OkaAir International. Many of you actually watched my video on the 3 reasons why you shouldn't use a conventional air purifiers. And I received more questions, after that. I'm glad that you all want to ask more questions and how different it is compared to the OkaAir Detoxifier that we are having. So the first question here I want to highlight is, many people ask me, actually what exactly is PM 2.5? So I'm going to answer you this PM 2.5. Especially this thing happens when people start to compare, what's the size of your air purifiers, can you filter at PM 2.5s. So basically PM 2.5 meaning is 25,000 micron equal to 1 inch. We are talking about 2.5 micron. Okay, and the second question people ask is, how is it effective to filter bacteria or even viruses? So to answer you that, then we need to go back, what is the size of the bacteria? So most bacteria actually size between 1 micron up to 10 microns. So if you are talking about bacteria that is a larger bacteria, yes, the answer is. But if you are talking about bacteria that is smaller than 2.5 micron, basically it's not effective at all. So you need other technology to basically remove or kill this bacteria. But how about viruses? So some people ask me, is it the difference between a bacteria and a viruses? Now, bacteria, you have a cell, okay? You start to duplicate, it stay in the host. But viruses is different, there's no cells. You just go inside your cells and start to manipulate everything, and then you become ill. So you need to have an antibody to fight it. So what is the size of a virus compared to a bacteria? Now, the size of the bacteria, just like I mentioned to you, is about 1 micron to 10 micron. The size of the virus is basically 10 times to 100 times smaller than a bacteria. So this is the moment of truth. It's 100 times smaller than a bacteria. If the air purifier can't even filter bacteria, do you think it can filter the virus? You make the choice. Okay, now the second questions here is, people ask, how long should I turn on the OkaAir Detoxifier? Now the OkaAir Detoxifier is designed, to cover an area of 3,500 square feet, and it can kill viruses and bacteria while they are in the air, while they are floating, breaking their membrane, breaking their cells. Okay, they will not be able to survive. So it's using 8 different technologies. So you can basically use it 24 hours if you want to, or we recommend to use it at least 8 to 12 hours a day. There's a reason why, because any machines, we let them cool down, alright, and then you reuse again. If you continue using it, most machines, imagine you turn on the television for 24 hours, 7 days a week and 365 a year. What happened to the television? So it might get overheat or it may not. So, but we recommend you cool it down, turn it on again, and then for the wear and tear is also lesser. Okay, if you're going to turn on 24 hours, the wear and tear is going to be higher, and you need to change the filters inside, the technology, the parts inside, alright, quicker. Now, another question is, how frequent do I need to change the filters? Now, the change, just as I mentioned already in my previous questions, it depends how long you turn on the machines. But on average, we recommend you to change the filters or the parts every 2 years. So, of course, in the OkaAir Detoxifier, most of the parts, okay, I would say 5 of the 8 technologies are reusable or washable. So you can basically use it again and again, but after some time, you will still have some wear and tear effect. So you will still need to change. That's why we recommend you to change every 2 years. Which technology that actually kills the coronavirus or any type of virus or bacteria? So in OkaAir Detoxifier, we have different technology battling different problems. The technology that actually battle the virus and bacteria is basically ozone as a number one. It's been used over 40 hospitals in China. It's been certified in Thailand as that can able to kill the coronavirus. And the US, there are more than 17 types of research that talk about ozone killing the coronaviruses. So you can search and Google up. The other technology that we are talking about is the titanium photocatalytic oxidation filters. And what this does is basically break down water molecule into oxidizers, and these oxidizers will break the membrane of the virus and bacteria. So this is the NASA-based technology that is inbuilt inside the OkaAir Detoxifier. The third technology which we are talking about is the plasma ions. Now a lot of people tell me this, hey, does high ionizers going to kill the virus? Again, the question is yes and no. What happens is that you need to have very high concentration of ions in order to break the membrane. So the ozone and the titanium photocatalytic will be a better choice. But in this OkaAir Detoxifier, we inbuilt every single best technology in the world inside the machine. So it doesn't matter, because the main function of ionizers is basically to release the negative ions. When they see the dust and particles, alright, it will attach like a magnet and drop. So that was the main function. But of course, there are some research talk about the ions can actually kill some of the viruses and bacteria. So again, I move on to my next questions. How do you measure the up to 3,500 square feet for the OkaAir Detoxifier? So we are talking about if you are staying in an apartment, so it's probably 1,200 square feet. So you can basically adjust the purifier mode. Alright, there's 5 levels, so each level about 700 square feet. You can go up to 3,500 square feet. So if you're in a house of 1,200 square feet, press volume 2, just adjust 2, you can basically cover up to 1,400 already. Okay, and if let's say some people ask me, I'm having closed door, so I put in the machine in the living hall, but do I need to open the door so that wherever the oxidizers, the ozone, the titanium can go inside the room? So the answer is yes, you need to open the door so that wherever the OkaAir Detoxifier produces can travel inside the rooms that you have. So another question pop up is that I'm staying in a 2-story building or 3-story building. Where should I place the OkaAir Detoxifier? So if you're staying in a 3-story building, 2-story building, normally I will advise you to take 2 units, one for the lower ground and one for the first floor. Okay, if you're staying in the three stories, so get 3 units. But if you say that I just want to have 1 unit, so what you need to do is place the unit where most of the time you spend. Example, if you're spending most of the time in the living hall, so place the unit there. Make sure the unit is placed 5 feet and above. We are not the conventional air filters that you have to place on the floor, because those are to suck in the dust. But this is really to kill the virus and bacteria and other impurities as well. So another question, is ozone dangerous? So many people talk about, is ozone dangerous? So far I can share with you, ozone is the most natural cleaning process that's available. Even after rain, you can find that the ozone is about 0.1 ppm. So that's parts per million. So our machine is designed in such a way to produce up to 0.055 ppm, which is according to the standards of FDA, EPA, and even the WHO. So it's very, very mild, but I will share with you, so far no one have ever died from excessive ozone. You can Google it up, you can find it. But people die every day from virus infection, bacterial infection, chemical inhalation. Okay, so you have many, and we are saying that this is the purest that you can find, as if you are staying in the jungle. Okay. What other function can OkaAir Detoxifier remove besides killing the virus and bacteria? Like I mentioned, there are 8 different technology inside the air detoxifier. Besides the virus, bacteria, it can basically neutralize odor. So if you have pets, okay, if you have babies, they might urine here and there. So this unit will be a perfect companion that you can actually break down all and neutralize the odor. And it also can neutralize and remove chemicals. So when we talk about chemicals, it's like when your house are having renovation, so you normally paint your house. So when you paint your house, there are formaldehyde and over 100 types of chemicals on the paint itself. So this OkaAir Detoxifier will able to neutralize and remove formaldehyde 99.99%. So it will keep you safe, keep your family safe. I have one of my customers renovated the house, and the daughter were not willing to stay inside the room for the next 6 months. Why? Because the smell of the formaldehyde from the paint, from the new furnitures, from the cabinets are very strong. So after putting in less than a week, she can sleep inside the room soundly. On top of that, we also have other technology for the dust. Okay, in case of haze, you can use the OkaAir Detoxifier. It's really good. It's tested. We have video to show you how you actually break down the dust particles. Okay, mold. Okay, animal dander. We talk about even dust mites. So these are some of the things that OkaAir Detoxifier actually do more than killing the virus and bacteria. And people ask also about the sleep mode on the OkaAir Detoxifier. Now, OkaAir Detoxifier is designed in such a way it can have a high capacity cleaning, or at the same time, okay, you can also put a sleep mode there. So when you're sleeping, right, everything will down by 50%, including the backlight. So it is even softer than your normal fan. That's what I can say. It's very quiet. Okay, but at the same time, it can also go on full blast, very powerful. So it can cover an area of 3,500 square feet. So it's totally optional. There are buttons over on the OkaAir Detoxifier that you can actually adjust. And last questions, do I need to turn on all the 8 technologies in OkaAir Detoxifier? So my question to you is, it really depends on what sort of pollutants that you want to remove. Okay, if you are not aware of what you want to remove, I suggest when you first have the OkaAir Detoxifier, turn on all the technology for at least 2 to 4 hours. Okay, go on full blast just to do a spring cleaning in your house or in your office. So after that, once the chemicals are removed, you know, there's no more bacteria, you can switch on certain technology like the Purifier modes, okay, or you can still turn it on according to the size. So that's all about the questions and Q&A. If you have further questions that you want to ask on the OkaAir Detoxifier, or any other questions on the conventional air purifiers, do comment below, drop me a note, and I shall answer it in my next video. So stay home, stay safe. I'm glad that to answer your questions. So if you have not get our OkaAir Detoxifier, do really look into our video, and also look into our other products such as the Okamizu Food Detoxifier, because the COVID-19 virus can stay up to 8 hours on the food surface. You really need to have the food detoxifier. We have a car detoxifier that can actually put in your car, so when the MCO is over, all right, you better be safe. We say that, you know, you put something that can kill the virus and bacteria while you're driving to the office and back from the office and to your house. Lastly, we also have the OKA 7, which is a hydrogen alkaline water system. This water, it consists of hydrogen and alkaline to boost up your immune system. And there are also research talk about hydrogen able to kill viruses and bacteria, so do check it out. Okay, thank you very much. Do like my page and share. Thank you very much. Bye.